The Hairdressers Podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Scott.
Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com here with episode 92 of Splitting Hairs, getting closer to 100. I got Brian Hare.
Hi.
Drea Boland.
Hey.
Justin Scott.
Hi.
Thad Boland.
Heyo.
And Christina Cavalcanti.
Hey man, how do we get these going back?
It's not working. Let me...
At least it's on all.
Yeah. So Thad, all you have to do, see that tiny little computer screen right there? So you got to move that mouse pad over there, and you got to go to the very first tab. If you click the first tab at the bottom of that screen. Highly technical. There we go. All right, cool.
Bam.
Saving the day. Let's drop that.
I can do technical.
All right, so thank you to demandforce.com /free salon education. Thank you to Millennium Systems International. Christina's eating a sandwich.
And you got the look of death?
Yes.
You're not going to have the single cam on you all night.
MinervaBeauty.com and Super Silk. Check them out on freesaloneducation.com. Big revamp of the website. I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks. We have featured artists now on there. I just sent out an email about that today. I posted it on Instagram, but there's a Guy Tang page as of yesterday, a Phil Does Hair page, and a Confessions of a Hairstylist page as well. Just to feature YouTubers,
Hey, Matt, I have a
other
confession to make.
YouTubers. Yes,
I'm a hairstylist.
you have a confession.
Oh, it starts already.
So you can check those out, featured videos. It's cool because they do other things as well, and just bring on different points of view on the hair industry and everything. So you can check that out on freesaloneducation.com. We have a lot of cool stuff to talk about. We got Justin Scott with the news.
Damn right we do.
Brian Hare with social. Drea Boland with tresses.
thought you forgot her name.
And
What is that Boland's name? Damn it.
And we did do an exciting thing over the weekend. We did a mud run.
Yes.
So if you guys were on our Instagram, you saw pictures of that.
Brian and I did a grass walk.
Brian and Thad were right along side of the race, so
Laughing at us.
laughing and cheering.
No, I have to say they gave me lots of motivation while
Yes.
You
doing
can
that.
do it.
Yeah, they gave Justin lots of motivation too.
And my motivation was just not die and leave my leg there. I wanted to leave with all my limbs.
I mean, I knew that if I fell and died, that they'd be there to save me.
At
What
least there was
about
a lot of
us?
holes. Hey guys, if any of you guys like died on the course, there's at least a lot of holes already. Like at least the graves were already
yeah.
pre-built.
That's true.
Yeah, there were a lot,
Oh,
lot of
thanks.
holes there.
They were thinking ahead.
So at least what I've decided is we got into running these things. This is fun.
Did you?
Drea's.
Well, no. Half of us did. Half of us don't.
So, but it was really fun, and I think when you start off a race, from my experience of the very first one ever that I've done,
From my experience.
is you start off the first mile is like awful,
Yes.
and
And they don't get better.
then the first time we jumped in the mud, I was like, "All right, this is nice." And I remember Christina saying, "Oh, this is why elephants do this," because it was so hot out, and then as soon as you
That's
jump in the
fine.
mud, it was like, "Oh, okay," and then
The mud
You know,
did have a nice cooling effect.
I
yeah.
had my shirt on for about, I did start with a shirt. And
Yeah.
I had it on for about maybe 500 feet. And then we got
Yes.
to the mud, and I was like, no.
I love that you say you started out with a shirt. You took your shirt off before the race started, and then you put it back on.
Yeah, but I started the race with a shirt on.
That's true.
No, the mud was great.
Yeah, the mud was awesome, and
Dived right in.
I like
Yeah.
how you guys are all hyped about like the mud runs and stuff, but I sent a link about a high ropes course and nobody responds to
I'm
it.
scared of heights. Thad.
I told Thad,
That's what I said.
Thad, it'll be me and you. It'll be
All
it'll
right.
Beard Brothers, you know. I'll hold my breath growing real
see
quick.
Thad's just swinging through the trees.
I was like, can we not do
It's
something
easy on
that's
his
going to give me
knees, though.
anxiety?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
Yeah, you can
fun.
just-
And
loved
definitely can't wait to do another
Me
one.
neither.
What else? Anything else going on?
we got some
That was pretty
cool things
epic.
coming up.
Yeah.
He's like,
That
yeah, we
was-
just survived a 3.5 mile run through mud, ice water, obstacles, climb this, that.
Oh,
I'm
ice
pretty
water.
sure anymore.
It
So-
was chilly.
It was
So
chilly.
you guys got to cool down in the ice water, but like Brian and I were still like
Baking
extremely
in the
hot
heat.
from walking through the grass.
Yeah.
And
Trying to keep up with you guys.
And then as we were trying to walk and still keep up with you guys running, we come across this pavilion that was nicely shaded and had a lot of open benches in there. So we decided to take a nice sit while you guys ran around that lake.
I found
we
a bench.
deserved it.
I wanted to sit on it, and I was told no.
Yeah,
What?
no, I told her, I was like, Drea, there's caution tape for a reason on that bench. You cannot sit down.
It was
Let's
inviting.
go.
Yeah.
When
So
they finished, we walked up to Dre. We were like, "Oh my god, you have no idea what that was like for us to get through that. Like we just worked so hard."
The last
The
obstacle,
look on her face that she made when I said that.
I literally dragged Drea over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Drea, come on, I'll do this.
I didn't want to do
but
that
we
one.
did it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we did
Didn't
do
we-
it.
And it was really
it
cool.
wasn't a tough mutter. We're acting like it was.
Yeah.
Like
It
the
was still
hardest
tough
thing.
and in mud.
It was
So-
tough from the standpoint that I feel like, I mean, I know I didn't train at all before doing this.
I haven't run in
It was
As
tough for
in-
you guys, and it was muddy.
As in, I went running like the Wednesday before, and I was like, well, this feels
good.
terrible. Maybe.
I'm not going to do that again until the day of.
Yep,
That's why I
that was
didn't-
my logic.
That's why I didn't run before the race. I knew my knee would be out for a couple weeks.
And it would remind you
So
why
I-
you don't run.
No. So I knew if I waited until the day of, I'd have a couple weeks after that to not be able to walk.
Right.
So,
So for the show, we have at Phil Does Hair from Instagram, who's going to be on live via the internet with us. So that's going to be fun to
Nice.
chat with him.
I'm excited.
He's amazing work, and he started a YouTube channel. He's got 2 videos up. So I'm excited
Gotta
because
start somewhere.
I watched a couple of his videos, and they already. It's funny because now people put out videos and they're good, like from the get-go.
Yeah.
They don't have the cameras are so much better. It's so much easier to get a cheap camera that's really good. So just watching his video, I was like, oh, that's really good quality.
You
already.
guys-
man, when we
That's
started,
nice.
You guys were the monkeys they shot in space. Now Neil Armstrong is on the moon. You guys are like, you're done for. You were those first videos.
Well, so I mean, think about the 92 episodes ago with the webcams and all of that, and now you have Periscope, which is better quality than our webcams were back then, and you can do it right from your phone. So
man, when we shot
Uh,
videos for the first time, we had to walk uphill both ways to the video shoot in the snow.
Yeah.
So at Phil Does Hair is coming on. I think he's on his way home to get better Wi-Fi, and then we're gonna bring him on. We have a new player on the wheel tonight.
What?
Super exciting.
Justin did redraw the wheel, and that's probably in our news, right?
Yeah,
so
don't take that. from
stay
me.
tuned. That is coming up.
Don't take that.
So that's pretty much it. So let's get into the news with Justin, and then we'll move on.
Boom.
And now, hair industry news from Justin Scott.
This week was tough. This week was really hard to pick just a few people to talk about their stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's funny too. Before I even knew that he was coming on the air, I saw his photos like, he tags us.
Yes.
That's really cool.
So
So, I got five really cool pieces I want to talk about this week. We'll start with some work. First one,
how did they get up on this?
they used our hashtag. Most of these are hashtag, but it's really tough because I want to try to keep it broken up between some really cool short hair and some long hair, some fun color. So I don't want it all be just ombres, because balayages.
So the
try
best
to break
way
it up.
best way to get your picture up here is to hashtag Free
Free
Salon
salon
Education.
education.
Right.
And also, you lovely viewers, keep the photos clean and simple. I want to pick these pieces, but they just have like 5 photos
Yeah.
shoved into one little Instagram box, and it doesn't show how good the work is.
Anybody's photos. I think before and afters, unless it's a huge change, it's a tough thing nowadays. And any Instagram type class or something that you're going to take, people that are successful on Instagram, they're putting up clean images.
Yeah.
So find like a really cool backdrop. It doesn't have to be a white wall, but find like, a brick
Well, what I
wall
found
or
was really cool
a
too
salon,
is
a nice piece of your salon in the background. Or
even if you don't use a good, like sometimes I've been in this position where I want to take a quick photo because I had somebody waiting and I take a good one. There's like photo editor apps where you just take the blur thing and you blur out the background, where you focus on the hair, which is the first photo I'm going to show you. Is the entire background of it's blurred out.
Okay.
So it's a really cool effect. So the first one's going to be Jake Lawton. This is beautiful work. I was just looking for some really cool hair, and I just super impressed by this. This is a super clean DA. This is a classic men's cut. Nothing but just spent so much time on this. This isn't a quick haircut you do in 10 minutes and style real quick. Like, he put probably more time styling this than a lot of people do into their haircuts.
Yeah, I like that.
So I just had to show the world this because, again, when's the last time you saw a clean DA cut?
It's true.
No, I haven't seen a duck's ass in a while.
Right.
So, good job, Jake. Next one we're going to go to is Kellyanne Mason.
Love
was
this
just-
one.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
I saw this on 3 separate accounts also. She tagged us, and I think somebody else who regrammed her tagged us, and this was just done so well.
Yeah, you should definitely follow her if you don't follow.
Yeah.
Because she puts
It
up
makes
some
me
really
want
cool
sherbet.
stuff.
Right?
I love that it's styled into a braid afterwards.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing this multicolor and then braiding it. It looks really neat.
Very mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
And it's soft, too. You usually see people try and do this, and it's very, like, hard. There's nothing hard about this. Everything's very subtle.
Yeah.
So, awesome.
Cool.
Next one, I believe, is going to be Allison.
Loves
just
it.
This,
I know you
this,
do.
Oh, of course I do. This silver is beautiful. The work on this is just, again, it's very seamless. I don't know what there was before there because I didn't really catch a before photo. It could have been virgin hair. I highly doubt it. But it could have been ombre. Who knows? But everything's just seamless. The color's very, clean the whole way out.
I like that it's a blue gray.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of now, too, is they're doing, like, that, like, blue jean type gray.
Mhm.
That steel color is coming out.
I like
Which
this
is fun.
sweet barn in the background.
Yeah. Again, she could have blurred that.
I like it.
Your Midwest
I
is
like it a
showing.
lot.
I know. It's like, wow, sweet barn.
I like that barn. I like it a lot.
Right. Next, we're going to go to Megan Lacey Does Hair.
Oh my god, I love this.
This one was awesome. A few of the photos, I was like, oh, they're all fun colors. I got to break them up. But this before photo was just somebody is a good painter and wanted to go at it with some bleach, it looks like.
Yeah, that's harsh.
That's a nice hombre right there.
So I like it.
Yeah, the end result was very nice. Again, very seamless. It looks really good. And the hair looks good, too. Like, the ends look a little, like, chemically texturized, but with good reasoning. But as a whole, the hair looks pretty healthy.
Yeah, I mean, look at them before.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
I like the little flecks of orange. Like
Yeah.
I'm liking
Yeah.
when you're seeing people that have like this is a pretty pink overall color scheme, but like just throwing that little bit of orange in there to break it up, I think is good choice.
Right.
Smart.
and the last one is DVM Barbers. He liked a lot of my photos, and it's just this kid. I actually knew him like 2 years ago. Young kid, one of the hungriest kids I've ever seen in my life.
You don't know him anymore.
No, I haven't.
I was
don't
gonna
know
say
him.
the
Fell,
same thing.
Fell off the world. But his work is just so clean.
Yeah,
I
it's
see a lot
great.
of these done, but not just so flawless like this.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love when nowadays when people are creating that solid line and then fading out of it. It's
I was
just
Yeah.
gonna say
I
I
was
like
gonna
that
say that
blown out line
swoosh.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no,
It's
this kid's
beautiful.
gonna go far. He's young too. I think he's still in high school, and he's got like the work ethic of any one of us here. So he's gonna do big things. Always done clean work too.
Yeah, I
So
like
those are my looks for today.
Okay.
Alright.
right on. So follow those people.
Good
Follow
job,
those guys. If you were picked, make sure you hashtag it, take the photo, put it up for yourself, use it. Share the love.
Megan is watching, and one of these was hers.
Ah,
Oh, congratulations,
awesome.
The
Megan.
one we were just talking about, Megan Lacey.
Aw.
right on.
Yay.
I also have other news. Ooh.
All right.
Other news.
Other news. In other news, we're going to talk about wall tonight. You want to bring up a picture? I got one. I saw this. This looks freaking awesome. I'm on my cordless kick still.
Yeah, Justin's losing his mind over this.
Yeah, this blew my mind when I read this article and
Mind
saw this.
blown.
It was all over the floor, everywhere.
It was a
Cleaned up
mess
for
to
hours.
clean up.
They came out with this at the Cosmo Proof North America in July
Cosmo
in
Prof.
Vegas. I always say proof. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right. It's prof. I'm sorry. They have a
They're not important. I mean,
Just a major
don't even
company.
know.
one of the biggest companies in the entire industry. Whatever. This is a 5-in-1 adjustable cordless clipper. So instead of having the little arm on the side, I'm assuming it has like a little crank on the top where you can change it from a 5-0 to a 0, which is awesome. And it apparently runs for like 90 minutes continuously
Oh, nice.
without turning it off. Like I know the other ones I have that I got back in New York, like I'll leave those unplugged for like a week, using
Yeah.
here or there, and they're still a solid cut. So I'm excited to try this. But what blew me maybe more was the edger, and I know you like this edger too because you had one.
yeah.
It's cordless, the detailer, but it fits like an extra wide T-liner. And it's also apparently flexible and adjustable.
I was gonna say, is that a little arm?
Yeah,
thing?
I've never seen that, and that's gonna be perfect for skin fades. I'm so excited. But yeah, so go pick these up, try them out. I'm going to. I want to see the battery life on them. I want to see how clean they cut. I want to see, because I know I love that edger that you have.
Yeah.
I used it like a few times before at this one shop, and then I used it here, fell in love with it, and I feel this one's just going to be even more rad because you can adjust it. I've never seen that on an edger before.
So when are they arriving at the salon?
Soon. Don't worry about it.
So wait, so we just have to hopefully talk to the wall. And,
Yeah.
and
I
see
want
if we
to
can
do a review
test
on
it
that
out.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that.
Real quick, before we get too much further,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Allison, the one with the blue jean gray hair that
Yes.
you liked, is also watching, and she said she was excited and that her neighbor's shed looks like a barn.
The shed is actually a lot closer.
It's like they
in
knew.
The picture.
Right?
The
That's-
shed's actually a lot closer
I think this is
than
the
you thought
most
it
people
was.
I ever picked. Watch. This is awesome. Makes me happy.
It's great.
Okay, one of my last little beats of news is this is important for salon owners. There should be one more picture. We've all gotten these. I don't know if
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
watching has.
Mhm.
In the past year, they've had to send out new credit or debit cards and some
And
credit
credit
cards with this little chip on them. They've been doing the chip all around the world. America just hasn't picked up on it yet. And what this does is it is one less way for people to kind of steal credit card information or fraudulently charge cards. But there's a big rule in effect that everybody has to have their card by October 1st. October 1st is when this whole new rule starts that if you don't have a new way to accept that, like if you go to Wawa or any place that
Or a
have
salon.
those, well, I'm gonna get to like a chain place because I haven't seen those in salons yet. Where
Well,
you can,
they were saying the new Square thing has it.
well, the new
'cause-
Square thing has
yeah.
it, but this is like Square's coming out with it. Like Cisco has had this in effect for years because Cisco is around the world. So Cisco has had the card readers in effect, like I said, for years now. But if you don't have this card reader and there's a fraudulent charge on it, or like your software is hacked for some reason, and if you have the old reader, not a new one, you're liable for it as the business owner, not as the card processing center.
Right.
So it's another way for them to screw business owners. But they haven't told anybody. Like in a poll taken, half the people don't even take credit cards, and out of the other half that do, 26% of them didn't even know about this new rule.
Yeah, I know going into salons, there's so many salons I've been in that they don't even take credit cards at all.
You know?
Yeah.
But now moving forward, you have to get this card reader.
Yeah.
If you use Square, we use Square.
They're giving
There's
out.
a pre-order. I already pre-ordered. I got an email from them saying, "Would you like to pre-order this?" And I just pre-ordered it.
Yeah,
But-
they're giving out 250,000 of the new readers away for free.
right.
But I didn't know that you ordered it, so I tried to contact them ahead of time to see what they were doing for us, and it's a pain in the ass to talk to them.
Oh yeah, Square's the
You
wor-
have to have like a
worst
customer
with
ID
that,
number. You have to email them 5 times to get it, so I just stopped. But PayPal is bringing over their readers from Europe, their little card readers like Square has, so that way you can still swipe it on your phone with a PayPal one, and you don't have to have a huge reader sitting in your, like if you're a mobile dog groomer or something, and you just swipe it on your phone, so that way you don't have to have a huge thing like we have.
Right.
So PayPal seems like they're a little more customer friendly than the Square people are.
Actually, Square is great because of the fact that if you're a Square customer, you have your own personal, you have a rep for
Yeah.
you, and he contacts you once a quarter, make sure everything's cool. So I get a phone call from them, and they were pre-warning us of the thing. If you don't have a Square account, it's hard to get a hold of
Yeah.
somebody. But if you have one, you should have a rep that will take care of you.
I had a Square account for 7 hours after I got my little cube thing, or ordering my cube thing, and then they banned me from ever using it again.
Why?
Wow. What did you do?
Fun story.
Apparently, your ban is still in effect. They won't give you.
Yeah, they won't
any-
even answer my phone calls.
No wonder they had your number blocked.
I won $1,200 in gift cards from a tattoo convention, but I wanted the cash. I didn't want the cards, so I was like, I'll get a Square account. I'll swipe them all, and I'll just transfer it to a bank account.
Oh,
They
nice.
did not like that. They we're going to give you your money, but you could never use this again.
Yeah, that's not.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So don't.
Well, they get a
Lesson learned.
percentage, but it's not the right way to be using it because it's supposed to be used by a business and not from just a person trying to convert debit cards to cash.
He's laundering money with himself.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm laundering my own money. I have my own mafia.
They probably thought you were just not legit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
They're like, don't get used to this,
Well,
buddy.
you didn't have
Right.
stolen cards.
No, they were
They were your
mine.
cards. So I mean,
But my last bit of news, which I'm super excited about, Olaplex. We love Olaplex here. We love Olaplex.
Your delivery
a
of the
lot,
news tonight is fantastic.
right? It just.
I don't think I've ever heard your voice get so high pitched.
Well, I'm very excited. You know why I'm excited? Because Olaplex.
Okay,
And
so
now we're whispering.
what's going on with Olaplex?
Olaplex is now part of the freaking freewheel. So everybody can have a chance to win an Olaplex kit.
Yes.
They were really cool about this. They were
Boom.
super excited to do this. On our 100th episode, they want to kind of up their ante a little bit of their prizes. So we're going to tell that on the 100th episode. You're not going to know until then. But now, when you spin the wheel, you have a opportunity to win the Traveler Stylist kit with 3 number 3s attached to it.
Nice.
So thank you, Olaplex, for supporting this. They were super excited about it. And
Love it.
yeah, I'm excited to work with this.
Spread the love.
So yeah, that's it too. I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, if you win that like double spin, you can get a Bali box and Olaplex and just make magic.
Yeah.
Because that says right there, I didn't even realize, good for up to 15 applications or a minimum of
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. It's
That's
a good,
awesome.
It's a
Yeah.
money maker right there.
So good luck to the future spinners of the wheel with your Olaplex winnings.
Okay.
And yeah,
A
Sweet.
jam.
that's my news.
We do. So we need to get into social. You have an Olaplex thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually,
Let's do that, whatever that Olaplex thing is, and then let's go to Phil, and then we'll finish social after, because I told him 8 o'clock. So
okay.
just so
Well, really, there were 2 big Olaplex things that
Hold on.
I thought were huge this week.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. No, the first one, I know, I'm sure all of you saw at some point or another on social media, the huge Kim Kardashian thing. Dre and I actually both were studying this or watching it and talking about it. I don't know what she was doing. You know what she was doing.
Her makeup artist does master classes, and so she sometimes steps in and models for his master classes.
Gotcha.
And it kind of became a questions and answers for Kim.
Right. They were like chatting with her about stuff and talking about hair comes up. So of course she's talking about how Olaplex is really, she sleeps in it, and that's what makes her hair feel amazing. So which I think is hilarious because that's totally something a hairdresser would do.
yeah.
Well, it was,
What?
I was just gonna say it was just so funny how casually she's like, "Well, there's this product called Olaplex,
Yeah, she's like, I'm sure you've never heard of it.
and
We know.
it's amazing."
Okay.
And then the other one that I thought was huge, one of the biggest hair inspirations of our entire life has always been Jennifer Aniston. And for years and years and years, it's been now her color.
Right.
And Olaplex just posted her hairdresser, Anderson JJ, I believe, on Instagram, has given her formula and the steps that it goes through using Olaplex, when he puts it in, what he puts it in. And even just reading through it, I got inspiration from that on stuff that I want to try, like sort of tweaking the formula a little bit, but techniques, because it's very concise, but it's worded very well. So go check out Olaplex's Instagram, because he's got the full, there's a picture of Jennifer Aniston, a cute picture of her hair, and it's got the full step-by-step on what he does.
Okay.
So
The amount of detail that goes into that.
yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly picturing exactly. It's like you put the balayage on with 40 volume for 5 minutes, and then you wash it, and then you put a temporary gloss, this level, this color on the root, so it has lived-in look, and then for the rest of the minutes you put this. It's good.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I wish they would do that more, because it's like you get to
Right.
see the process, because everybody's like, well, how did these celebrities get this look? You know, and
Not
that's
in
why
one sitting.
That's
Yeah.
why I was glad that of everyone's, it was hers, because I think she's definitely been one of it's certainly in my career, one of the most common pictures that I see when people are asking for, I want this color. Don't we all?
right.
And now we can give it.
Well,
Okay.
sweet. All right, cool. So Thad, do you want to pull up and let's call Bill,
While we're
fill up a
calling,
ring?
I just want to say this is the shirt I made for the mud run, had on for 5 minutes. They're making fun of my nip slips.
Well,
All I
so
have to say is thank God you washed it.
yeah, that's
Oh,
what
God,
I
yeah.
thought you weren't gonna wash it.
I
That would have
got it
been
back.
It was far too.
disgusting, right?
I would.
Trash can, Matt.
Thad threw it away.
That's true.
It's a great shirt though.
Yeah.
See, this is what you guys can do if you get one.
Yeah.
Get in there, Dre.
All right,
No,
so
not
we-
again.
We're calling Phil Does Hair now. So see if we can get him up here.
Where does he live? California?
He lives in Arizona.
Of course he doesn't
Close.
live on this.
Hey, Phil. Good. How are you? Hey, Thad, can you
Who
just
can hear him?
turn it up? I can't hear him yet.
Is there like a mic that can hear him?
He can hear us through the computer. And Thad, can you hit full screen? Okay.
Oh no, I think it's coming through the speakers.
Here, let's just bring it up. Thad's just moving the stuff here. There we go. And then, Thad, can you mess with the cord in the headphone jack real quick? Because we're not hearing it. All right, Phil, can you talk real quick?
Yeah, I can talk.
There we go.
are.
There he is. All right, so welcome to Splitting Hairs.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Very cool to have you here. Well, not technically here, but so you're in Arizona, right?
Pretty here.
Okay, I just got to make sure the sound is good. All right.
We broke it. Sorry.
Just hold it, Thad, the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about how long have you been a hairdresser? Because I've seen your work recently, but how long have you been doing hair?
I've been doing hair since the beginning of 2010.
Okay.
I was going to say the beginning of time.
I know.
Good
I
for
was like,
you.
wow.
Look
So-
great.
And you so 2010, so you've accomplished a lot in the last, what year are we in right now?
5 years.
Yeah, in the last 5 years. So you and are you affiliated with any companies?
No. I started. No, I'm not affiliated with them. In 2006, I started working in a salon as a front desk person, and Aveda asked me to be like a product knowledge rep. So
Okay.
I did that for about a year, and then that was about it.
Okay. And so now you've taken on, when I first saw you, you started with the pixelated hair, and that's when it started really. Is that when things kind of started expanding for you and the exposure started happening, or was it growing before?
It was growing before. I owned my own salon a year and a half after beauty school because the that
I don't know.
Oh,
Why
jeez.
don't-
Hang on.
1 second.
One
You want to
sec.
just put a microphone
Sorry.
up to the speaker? Yeah.
Pull it out and put it back in. That always works.
Do it a
Blow
few
on it
times.
like a Nintendo game.
I'm
that
not-
better?
That's better, yeah.
Don't move,
Sorry, Phil.
Dad.
There's always something. So, all right. So,
Don't even look at the cord.
yeah, don't.
All right, where were we?
So a year and a half.
Year and a half after beauty school, you opened a salon.
I opened a salon, and I spent a couple years trying to get ahead and not be under, like, try to get afloat. And then I decided to. I was really inspired by the people at Sassoon that I saw on stage, and I said I'm going to go to that because they were so young. I realized that it wasn't something that took forever to become that talented.
Right.
And so I think when I went to Sassoon, I think a lot of people that I really looked up to in the industry really saw that as like the moment where things started to change for me.
Okay.
And a lot of people even said that it would be life changing. And because of that, I started learning how to work with color differently and work with cutting differently. So my pictures started to get better.
Okay.
I was color before Sassoon, but then when I started to get better at cutting, my pictures were better. So modern salon behind hair, a lot of people were reposting work.
Okay. And so, and you, speaking of Sassoon, I see you're constantly there. You're kind of, and how far is that from you? What is that trip?
About 4.5-hour drive.
That's what I
from
thought. Yeah,
Huh.
because you're in Arizona,
It's
California.
like
so
right there.
yeah, no problem. So you, but you were just there when I was in Arizona. I know because I saw you posting. Because now I follow your life through Periscope, which is a big thing, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. But you, so you go to Sassoon quite often. How often do you go there?
Last year, I went there for 2 months, and then this year, 5 weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. And so, what would you say to a stylist that's maybe starting out that would want to do that but would be scared to?
I think the hardest part about going to Sassoon is the fear of not knowing what's going on, what it looks like once you get there. And so I would tell people, so much of the education that I've seen and done, when I didn't have money for education, I had to take free classes. I was always underimpressed with the type of education that I was getting. And so then I decided to save my money for it. And when you go there, they take you step by step through everything, starting from the foundation. And they take you as far as you're able to go without pressuring. I stylist, great way to start your education. By and I think as hairdressers, like we're constantly giving to people. We're booking their. It's very rare to go to a place where everything becomes about you. I think 4.5 hours is very full time.
Right.
About doing it to the best that you can.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that I don't think it's that. I think it's just the connection. So I think we're okay though. But
Solid.
yeah. So and you when you talk about, so now you've landed on Periscope. You started that. When did you start your Periscope? Now.
Live because I was searching for ways to I was looking for different social media apps in different countries that I could use to kind of tell people about the pixelated hair.
Okay.
And I didn't really use Periscope at all until a few weeks later. My client was sitting in my chair and introduced me, like actually put me live on a video.
Okay.
Surprise. That's how it works.
Yeah. And now you are live constantly. I think the first time I watched you live, you were sitting at a bar just talking to everyone. That was, you were just hanging out, and I was like, oh wow, check it out. And then I don't remember how we ended up on it, but it's such a cool platform because you can really share everything. You're sharing stuff that your Sassoon stuff. For a moment, you were traveling quite a bit, and you were on there all the time. So what do you think is the biggest benefit as a hairdresser with Periscope for you?
Well, I think that visual social media applications are perfect for hairdressers. Instagram is way more popular with hairdressers than Twitter is because Instagram is so visual. But now we're introducing video into it, and it's like the perfect platform for us to leave and be able to take our lives from 15-second videos that nobody ever really watches on Instagram to actually seeing things live. And I've connected with so many talented hairdressers. I've learned so many techniques. But when I started periscoping, it was just me and a few other hairdressers that were sharing techniques. And as other people joined, I think they kind of took the lead from us and said, okay, well, this is all about education. And so all of a sudden now everybody's educating each other.
Yeah. It's platform for education at this point. And it's going to be cool because as it evolves, I think the quality is going to get so much better. I mean, you look at FaceTiming now. Before, you couldn't even do it off of Wi-Fi. Now you can do it wherever you want. The quality's great. Periscope will be the same thing. And it's cool, and you won't have weird sound issues and spend lots of money on equipment to have that happen. But you, so now, and then Instagram, you have a big following on Instagram. And do you find that a lot of stylists are, they want to pitch Instagram like it's going to help grow their book? Do you think that that's true, or do you like it for other reasons?
Instagram for me is just a portfolio, and I have clients that are potential clients that people will like. Current clients will share my Instagram information, and on all of my business cards, all it has is my Instagram information.
Okay.
And so I really do benefit from it because if I move salons or if I am somewhere and somebody has my social media card, my number is going to be always correct on my Instagram. It's always correct. And so that's all that's on there.
Okay. All right, cool.
So it does build my business because it allows people to see the quality of work. And
awesome.
Smart. I like it.
So the thing that I want to announce and why I wanted to have you on here is we built a page for you on freesaloneducation.com. So I'm very excited for your content that you're putting on YouTube now. Which you came out with videos, and I was saying at the beginning, you came out with videos and they're already good quality. So it's pretty awesome that you have those videos out. What's your plans with that in the future, and where are you trying to go on YouTube now?
Well, I love Periscope, and I think I've been on Periscope long enough that I'm finding that the thing that I wish is that I could share things with people for longer periods of time than the 24 hours.
Right.
And because it's so much more work to do a YouTube video, I think people really value that content more.
Right.
And so in a very short time, I'll get a lot of views on a video because they know that I put a lot more work into it than just turning my camera on and videotaping myself.
Right. That's awesome. And so I'm very excited to see. What's that?
Periscope, everything goes wrong. Well, in a video, I can record a few things, best one out there that I like, for people to see.
Right. Yeah. Which sometimes is good and sometimes is bad, because we used to record videos and just not even think about it, just put it up, and if there was a little thing in there, it was in there. And then as you start to get the following on YouTube, it's like, oh my God, this has got to be perfect and the lighting's got to be right. And then you're doing take after take, and it gets harder to put out content, but you're already putting out great content, and I appreciate the videos that you have, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do in the future with that. So definitely, I'm excited that we're going to work together on that, and that you have the page on there, and to see your content popping up on there as well.
Excited, guys.
And we're going to, so how can people follow you if they're not already?
Pretty much, I try to keep everything simple. Just Phil Does Hair. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everything's the same.
Okay, very cool. So go follow Phil Does Hair on YouTube, and also if you're not following him on Instagram, follow him on Instagram as well, and check out the new content that he's going to be creating. Phil, I'm definitely going to find you at a hair show coming up. I don't know how we haven't run into each other yet, but it will happen.
I see you. You're always interviewing people, so
that's about right.
Well, that's what we need. We need you there. So next time we'll hook up. We'll do an interview that we can sit down and really have a chat together. All right.
I say before we get out of here, everybody should go check out the work he posted today, because when I was just flipping through the hashtag like every day, it was insane, that piece you did that you posted the 3 photos of today with the red.
Yeah.
Awesome. I loved it. It was so cool. Everybody who's watching, I'm not telling you what it is. Just go look it up.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Back and forth. Yeah. Very cool. I think I showed that to Christina while we were driving in the car. She was driving. I'm like, check this out. And so it was cool. But Phil, thank you so much for being a part of the show, and we'll definitely connect in the future, and appreciate you being on here.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you later.
All right, we'll see you.
Have a
Thanks.
good night.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
All right, so
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dad,
that's awesome.
you can shut it, or he can just sit here and hang out with us. All right, guys. So let's get into that.
Sorry.
Oh, that was Drea.
I was watching in the clip.
Nice.
You see? I said it already.
You did.
Everybody's watching it, blowing up.
Yep, it's blown up.
I needed to know what it was.
So it's really cool to talk to him. I know the sound. I think it's just New Hope Internet, and there's nothing we can do about it. But
It's true.
It's
the
kind
same
of
at my house.
We're trying to run a lot of stuff at once. But thank you guys for hanging in there. Just follow Phil Does Hair on everything, because he's super inspiring. He's got a lot of great work. Let's finish up social. So do you have a couple questions?
What's happening on FSE social media? FSE social media. Submit your questions to Brian Hare on our Facebook community, or by using the hashtag #FreeSalonEducation. FreeSalonEducation.
Hey. Well, we got a little bit of everything. Last week we got some love on our episode. James Thelman says, "Thank you after a busy day to put on these shows. It's hard work, and I hope everyone appreciates it."
Thank you.
Thanks, James.
And
James
then,
is putting out some cool work now too.
Yeah.
I follow him, and I see him post every once in a while. Really good stuff.
We also got some love from Lana Seattle and Gerardo Cruz saying thank you. Hair Mentor also said thank you for the recognition we were talking about last week. It's funny, we put up the video of the shampoo bowl thing that I was watching. I'm like, I don't even remember when we did that. I was like, all right, well, that's good. It was a good day.
Like 5 hair colors ago for you.
I know. That's what I was trying to gauge it on. I was like, all right, my hair. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, like, March.
Right.
Gotcha. No, it was funny. People were commenting about the turning of the head to do the shampooing. I forget who it was that came up with that, because I remember we were all like...
Oh, it was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
It was me.
It was me.
I am the one.
I am the one.
Very humble.
Because I was getting my hair colored, and I was like, I wonder if I turn my head to the side, if that makes it easier.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was like trying to lift the pillow off and like hold the head, but I needed 4 hands for it.
Well, and then you like needed to squat down so that it wasn't like it was so.
It was
Yeah,
actually me. I was saying, Dre, I think you need to move your head so I can get to the back.
It
of
was
your
not.
That's what put the thought in her head.
Oh.
It was a bowling
collaboration.
Collaboration, that's the word. Sip says, pretty model Drea, awesome Brian, and busy Matt. And I know why he said that because you can see your reflection running back and forth doing
Oh,
stuff.
you can? I was trying to figure out why he said that. I'm like, what is he talking about? I'm not in that video at all.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, it looks like a ghost Matt.
There he goes.
Coming back
There he goes.
It was good.
Oh, that's nice.
Good times. All right. And then we got some questions on Instagram. What was the one that I wanted to do? No. Where'd it go? I lost it.
One job.
I know. I can't do even one.
I had somebody, Jose, who he's usually on here live.
Yeah, I think he's on tonight.
He's on tonight. So he posted a comment, and so I wanted to clarify because I tried to type it, and I don't know, but he watched the video that me and Josh XO did at the America's Beauty Show in Chicago, and I made a comment saying, don't trust any of the scissor companies that have scissor bracelets.
Oh.
So he was confused. He said, I don't understand why you wouldn't trust those companies. So I just want to clarify, when you go to those hair shows and the companies that have the scissor bracelets that you wear, most of the time it's the exact same scissor that they've bent and put around their wrist that they have for sale for $35 next to the table. So
2 for $40.
Exactly. 2 for $40 and free bracelet. You know, like that. I'm saying stay away from
Deal.
that.
Wait, no, not deal.
What?
No, I said deal, and then I was like, wait, no,
No.
not deal.
It's a bracelet. So if the bracelet's made out of the same scissor, obviously they don't care about their scissors because they're
Right.
bending them around your wrist. You
They're
know
not
what I mean?
bending $1,000 scissors around a wrist and then
Exactly.
selling
I
it for
said
$29.99.
That's why there's not a Mizutani like
Right.
scissor bracelet.
Can we make that?
I would say,
We
yeah,
get the
version
gold
3 of the
Mizutani.
gold Mizutani FSE.
It's in
shear.
bracelet
It's a
form.
bracelet.
Right. So that's all I was saying is I just don't.
a good scissor a bracelet.
Exactly.
It
And
becomes a
and if
good
it's the
scissor
exact
bracelet,
same,
Christina, come on.
yeah. So if you can buy the red scissor and then you get the red scissor bracelet as well, that's not a good. I wouldn't buy scissors at that booth.
No.
So
Just
I
check
might
the
buy
quality.
bracelets, though.
Check
though,
and make
man.
sure if the bracelet quality is the ones that they're selling.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
all right.
I can't find the question. The one that I wanted to hit on was someone they were asking advice basically when it comes to they don't want to lose clients, but they're in an extremely toxic salon, but they're afraid if they move, they're going to lose clients. Which one is better? And I thought it was a good question because I know I've seen, the toxicity of some work environments, and that's not going to get better.
Right.
So my advice was, find some place that's going to be better for you and for them. And because, if you lose a couple people, eventually they can find you.
Right.
If they just can't travel out to you or wherever you go, then, that sucks, but you'll at least start building a new clientele
In a happy
better,
place.
right, in a better work
Yeah,
environment.
I mean that's the big thing. Like you're only going to grow so much in that environment, anyways. So the few people that you may lose through that, you're going to be more successful at a place that doesn't have that environment. So I mean,
When I feel like right now it's so easy to be able to find. Sorry, it's not like it used to be where somebody left a salon and
Right,
you can
yeah.
never find them
Yeah.
again. You
Yeah.
just Google it.
you can look up their Instagram or
Yeah.
their
Or Facebook.
Yeah.
Um,
Christina can find anybody on Facebook.
I'm good like that too.
I know.
Yeah, all the.
I'm good like that with
resumes that come
Instagram.
through. No.
Instagram's hard. That's funny. Right. One last one because this guy just put it up, and I always I had someone else ask me this question because I know somebody who's just decided to go to beauty school, so she was asking for advice.
Okay.
And this guy Jesus just said, "What advice do y'all have for someone that's starting cosmetology school? He's starting August 24th and very excited."
Good luck.
First of all, you're doing it right because you're not even in school yet, and you're looking into education,
Right.
like
Which is
outside
fantastic.
education, because
Yeah.
that's probably the number one thing I would say is get right out of the gate. Do your schoolwork, do what you're supposed to do in school, but just always be drenching yourself with as much education from as many different places and companies and manufacturers, everything, because
Yeah.
everyone's going to have a million different ways to do the same thing, and you're going to have to find what works best for you to learn how to do your own thing.
Yeah, and you're really lucky because going to school now, there's so many opportunities
I was gonna
for. I can't. I can't be this close to Christina anymore.
I don't like
'Cause
sitting here because I can't see Christina.
She
We can't have our looks.
she can't give me. She's
Oh.
she's right in my. Right.
She is your camera. The laser beams are shooting from her eyes through your camera.
So, but anyways, nowadays there's so many opportunities for education that I mean you can find it all over online. There's different memberships that you can join and all kinds of different stuff. So I think joining the beauty industry nowadays is so much because you don't rely on I gotta get educated, so I gotta bring in this shampoo to be educated.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
now and then all they're gonna do is try to sell me that shampoo the whole time. Now there's independent educators all over the place, and even the product companies now are steering away, I think, a little bit more and more because of the way that the industry is shifting to push product the whole time. You know,
Yeah.
so it's
Well, and I
pretty
think
cool.
schools are getting so many different opportunities to be part of hair shows, to
Yeah.
be involved in the industry itself. So that's
Right.
always a good sign.
My focus was just tell anybody, you're there to pass your state board exam.
Yep.
Everything else is extra. Focus while you're there. Suck up all the information from every educator you can to pass that test. Because a lot of people they take too much information in, and you can do an awesome blowout. But how do you do a proper volume roller set?
That's
for your
literally
state board?
the opposite of what we just said.
I know
Yeah.
that's what you're saying, but I'm saying as a student, don't overlook your state exam because you
Right.
can know how to do the coolest balayage and the coolest men's cut and the coolest bob, but you can't do it without a license.
Yeah, I would
So
say
don't overlook.
don't
the
overlook
basics.
it. Yeah.
You
I mean-
guys are so wise.
We're like a bunch of Yodas.
I know. It took us 92 episodes to get this smart.
Wow.
Wicked smart.
All right.
All right, and that's good on me.
All right. Cool. Trending tresses.
Sweet.
I'm so excited about it.
Get the 411 on celebrity hair changes. Here's Trending Tresses
All
with
right.
Drea Boland.
Drea Boland. I love it.
That was pretty good. I did not need to pay that girl to say that.
Right.
I know. Christina just needs to make them from now on.
Let's all change our names for next week.
Wow.
All right. So,
You're so disappointed.
That was a big waste of money.
How
That's
do you
why
know
she
it's
just did
not
it.
me? It's my other business
Probably
you're
was.
all
paying.
right. So, Ashley Tisdale is back on Trending Dresses this week.
Go
I'm sorry,
away.
Brian. I had to do it because she
She
Not
cut
only with her-
another inch.
Is she
No.
short again?
no, she's strawberry
She's a
blonde.
pixie now.
Oh, good for her.
She's a red
Yeah,
pixie.
I was gonna say she's got a red pixie cut.
Good for you.
That strawberry blonde. I don't know. At first glance, I'm like, yeah, strawberry blonde. But the more I look at it, it looks like
It's like caramel.
brown with a gold, like not a gold, but a blonde band. What was that trend that lasted for like 5 seconds where they made it light through the middle?
Oh yeah, splash light.
Flashlights?
Yeah.
Do you know those
Doesn't that kinda
lollipop,
look like that?
the sugar daddies? It reminds me of that
Yeah.
color.
Now I want to rip out all my teeth on a sugar daddy. Look, doesn't that look like that?
I bet.
I see it. I see it.
Do
Ripped out all
you?
my teeth.
Yeah.
But
It does because it's like really bright right in that spot.
But yeah, it keeps going.
I like it.
I think it's interesting to see her not as that bleached out blonde that she usually is.
This girl would not get famous today.
No, give me the blonde.
I think it looks better on her.
No, I'll take the blonde.
She needs her waist long hair back.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I really don't care.
I think it'll be interesting to
She
see
looks
how long
like
it
every
lasts.
other girl on the left, though.
She looks like Kesha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Kesha's cuter, though.
I'm not mad about
I
that.
like Kesha.
All right.
Moving on.
All right. Where did the name go on this one?
Do you guys hear the spa music?
Yeah,
I've heard it
didn't
all
wanna
night.
Say, I didn't want to say anything about it when I heard it
All
like
night.
half an hour ago.
Phil was talking. I'm
Forgot
like,
that.
We're setting the mood, Phil. You're welcome.
I didn't say your name, Dad. Keep texting.
All right.
Blown up his spot.
All right. So next we have Taraji P. Henson. So
Wasn't she just on here?
she was just on here 2 weeks ago for the purple to gray ombre.
Well, you're keeping up with these folks.
This is the
I
only
know.
press they're getting, so they just keep changing their hair.
They know.
So
They're watching.
They're like, ooh, I'm on Free Salon Education's Trending Tresses.
Wow, I made the tresses.
again,
I'm pretty sure they have no idea who you all wise people are.
Can you prove that?
No, it's you they follow, Christina.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
They're all at Steenie fans.
At
Underscore Steenie.
Come on.
Come on.
Christina, until you can prove that, I'm going to go with that they're
I am
watching
Justin Scott.
us. So until you can prove that they're not watching us, I'm going to go with that they are.
Oh, okay.
okay.
All right.
So now the purple ombre is gone, and she has a nice little rooted Can you hold back?
What
for
do you
just-
mean?
I
It's
tried
just
to.
like Ashley's on the left. Look,
Yeah,
same Rudy, like
the Rudy blonde.
Rudy.
Same hairdresser.
But it's fun. I like the texture. I like that.
Different eyes.
Yeah.
I
Gives
like
her an-
blonde. I just wish there was more. I'd like to see a little more transition. It looks like she
Well-
might have just taken a blonde wig and put it over her short brown hair, like draped it over like I do with my clients' extensions.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, I don't do that.
What's that?
Hanging
It's
from
like
your lamp.
lady
Yeah.
in the streets and freak in the bed, kind of like the
Okay.
left
All right. All right.
She really does know all of them.
She does.
So.
Oh.
Who's
All
next?
right. So next is, it's just a sneak peek of it because it has not been. I can't find a decent picture of it
There
anywhere on the
isn't
internet.
one.
There isn't. I kept looking.
The
But-
nerd universe is getting very excited over this.
So ScarJo, instead of her normal red wig for Black Widow, is actually gone red herself. So
And it's
She has
super
to really look
short.
too.
And they're wondering.
It's-
I was reading all kinds of articles this weekend about like what storyline they may give her because of this. Like when the Black Widow had super short hair in the comics, this is what was going on. And I'm like, you have no idea what her hair is going to look like on set. I get it that
Nope.
she's on set, but I don't think that's the costume for the Captain America movie.
Yeah.
so
It's
I'm
fine.
excited about this. I
She's
can't wait to
still
see it.
perfect.
She looks good as a redhead.
She does.
She's as good as anything.
Yeah.
Nice.
ScarJo.
All right, and then we have another favorite person up here, Britney Spears.
Who
At least she still has hair.
She has
So-
not taken a good picture in 15 years.
No, so what kills me about this picture is the extensions are back in. They're not blended. Like
Again.
you see it again.
That's what bothers you.
Oops,
about
she
her.
did it again.
Oops.
Look at her face. Her lips are the same.
How did
color
her
as that
forehead
hair.
get bigger?
Are
Like,
those wine
that's
lips?
receded.
Those are like me and Michelle when we go out.
This isn't the tress. This is just a roast of Britney
We
Spears.
just
Just
Yeah,
doesn't
my
know it.
house.
so-
Does she know about the shot glass trick for her lips?
No, stop. But
Leave Britney alone.
I'm not done with my critiques yet.
Okay.
The blonde in the extensions doesn't even match the blonde on the top of her head. And then she has the nice little lavender ends happening.
Yeah.
The lavender color's pretty.
She still looks like crap.
She was actually a big conversation at our family dinner table the other night. About her having a show in Vegas now.
Yeah.
We were talking about her, right? Wasn't
She's
that at
been in
dinner?
Vegas for like a year now.
Yeah.
It looks like it. She hasn't slept in
Pretty
a year.
Was
Yeah.
that at dinner? Was that even Britney Spears? Was it Vegas?
Oh, are you sure?
She looks like she's working Vegas.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
know
A
what I'm
working
saying.
girl in Vegas.
All right. And we last but not least, Brian and I saw this a couple weeks ago and we kept meaning to bring it up on the show. I finally threw it on the tresses.
I want this hanging up in every salon around the world.
Absolutely. So Courtney
Put
Kar-
on those little banners that you can talk about at the hair shows.
Yeah. The
Okay.
satin ones. Can we have that one, Christina?
So we can all see the exact transition of Courtney's trip to blonde. It didn't happen overnight. It's been years. Well, maybe not years, but it's been a while.
It's been weeks.
It's been a lot of steps.
It's been a lot of steps. It's been
73 years is what it took to get her there.
Phil Does Hair started at the beginning of time when he started doing hair, and this is what we're ended with.
but it wasn't like Kim's transition, which it was like boom, spend all day in the salon and come back with
Fried.
blonde hair. But no, hers has transitioned.
But I think it's good because I think this gives, even if it's not like, if you're not talking about the time, this is a beautiful representation of the color correction of when someone comes to you with dark hair and says they really want to be light. That's
Yeah.
fine, but don't get pissed that it's not happening today or
Right.
next month
Yeah.
or even the month after that. Expect this journey. Like if you're okay with the fact that that first picture is January and that last picture is October, August, then cool, we can do this.
Well, and the fact that it shows the actual levels of warmth that it goes through.
right.
You know, in the first picture, the second picture, you have those really rusty, warm.
It's red.
It's red. That's what it is.
Sorry about it.
And then it kind of evens out a little bit, and then we get to yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then you get the perfect Instagram filter, and you get that white blonde at the end.
yeah, exactly.
Done.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
She's a canary in the sun.
But
Just kidding. I don't know that.
K
You don't
for
hang out with
canary.
her on the weekends?
It's canary spelled with a K, actually.
Yeah.
Ask-
That's the color.
ask
That's the
underscore
name of
steamy
her
how
hair
looks
color.
in the sun.
All right.
Canary with a capital K.
All right. Is that the tresses?
That's the tresses for this week.
Awesome. So we have one thing left and an announcement to make.
Wait,
So-
is this like last week when we didn't know we were doing a live class, but we did a live class? Like, is this an announcement we don't know?
This is no, we know.
What the hell is
we
that?
know because we took all the pictures for the combs.
Oh, the combs!
So
They have hair on them?
the combs that have hair on them.
Thad, did you ruin it?
He probably just smeared
Smeared
everything. he just
everything
did.
off of it.
So so those of you that did enjoy getting combs and YS Park combs and clips on freesaloneducation.com, we just the other day sat down and took
A million photos.
awesome pictures.
Yeah.
And the site looks cool. And that was my big thing with combs. It always looks so messy on the site and everything. And I'm very excited to for you guys to go check out the shopping experience for combs now.
And clips. For combs and clips.
Combs and clips. They're really good. And I called the company, the distributor that I get the combs and clips from, and they checked out the site and they were like, that looks really good. So
Do they want to give us free stuff now
Alright.
to get put on the wheel?
probably never gonna give free
I
stuff.
didn't
But
think so.
so
Clips and combs. Clips and combs.
clips and combs. So we have the wheel. Justin just
I want to know what you think about the wheel. Let's.
Thad, you're gonna have to cock the wheel a little bit because it's gotta go to that camera.
Can I just tell you how hungry I am? Because we pause our own screens at the beginning,
Yeah.
like so that it doesn't run and waste the internet. And mine has been paused on a Red Lobster ad for Crab Fest this entire
Yeah.
time. I've never wanted crab so bad in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like the crustaceans,
Because it
not
smears
the
that.
STD. I want crab so bad.
All right, that looks good. Justin, good job.
Hey, thanks, man.
How's it spelled?
I didn't ruin any spelling. I hope not.
Well, I like how pretty his handwriting is on the board.
I was just gonna say, who cares if it's spelled right? It looks pretty.
Okay, so we have on the wheel, we have Olaplex now. Well, with the
And what
traveling
else?
stylist kit.
What else is on there
We have
too?
Donald Scott NYC carving comb, 3 months free of Mevo. Minerva Beauty has some cool stuff. Ergo brushes.
Boom.
The 5-piece brush set, really.
Damn right. They're awesome.
Super Silk.
They don't know it, but Justin decided they're doing it.
The Super Silk kit. Donald Scott carving comb again. Amika. We have $100 off scissors. A T-shirt from FSE. The Bali box. And that is it. That is all she wrote. That's some cool prizes.
So who's winning?
Yeah.
Did you say Amika, or
Who's
did you
winning?
start
I
with
did pick
Olaplex?
somebody. The winner
Me.
is.
Dre can't see if she's going to smear something, so I better spin the wheel for her.
Yeah,
No.
because I don't want her to smear anything.
It's my
If
my
you,
job.
If you smear it, I cut your hand off. Just to let you know, buddy.
Everybody spin it except Drea.
Yeah, let's do it.
No.
Hog tire in the back.
So, the winner is Santir Hair. I'm not sure. It's
Are we
SANTIRHAIR. So, looks like a cool salon. What is it? Senator. Hair. So,
We're married.
so there you go. So on Instagram at SANTIR Hair.
Sounds like Game of Thrones.
Is the winner of this beautiful prize that's about to happen. So give it a spin, Dre.
I can't say.
Super Silk. All right. So
Nice.
you
Get
get,
it.
you get a Super Silk kit. Check out supersilk.us. You can see the videos that we made for Super Silk, and you can check out that treatment. But the kit that you get has a
Super
ton
Silky.
of
Super
ton
silk.
of applications in it. A ton of Super Silk.
So
ton of
much Super
applications.
Silk!
So you can make a ton of money with that
Little box.
$69 kit that you just won. So
Tons
a ton of money.
Soup silky.
So that's it. That's all she wrote.
That's it,
I gotta
guys.
quit. So make sure you go to freesaloneducation.com. Check out all the new videos and all the featured education that we have on there. New education daily. Brian's got a new video coming out tomorrow with balayage stuff that we shot last week.
Yep.
And so that'll be out tomorrow morning. You guys can see that on our site. And follow Brian.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
stalk him.
Hairstyle.
Give you his address.
Follow him home.
It's hair. Please do.
At,
It's fun. I have a love sack.
uh,
It's hairstyle on everything.
okay. Drea.
Dre Day 2289.
I am Justin Scott.
Bad Bolonist.
And at
_Steeny.
_Steeny. And follow
Send
us
her messages.
everything Free Salon Education. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We'll see you next week right here, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Ish.
Watch Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or